pistons. They're nice looking pistons, but geez, they don't fit the jugs very well. They don't fit the jugs well at all. I think it was running on the rings, so hence they carboned up quite a bit. It was using some oil, more than I would have liked, but I don't do large, huge cross-country trips for days on end, so it wasn't really a problem to add oil. And I kind of like the fact that, you know, you add a little bit of oil, you reintroduce some more benefits, some more additives and everything, you know, with the new oil. And if you are conscious about how much oil your engine uses, and every engine uses oil, it has to. Oil is used to seal between the rings and the liners, or the cylinder walls, and to lubricate, and to clean, and to seal. So every engine does inevitably use a little bit of oil. But anyway, yeah, I put the jugs back on with new rings, with the original pistons. The jugs had no wear on them at all. No wear at all. Unbelievable. They just were beautiful. The crosshatch was there. It's about a 900-hour engine. Or is it 980? Yeah, we are 898. And then, you know, while that was all apart, I put a little heat baffle in here. I changed the bottom Lord mount rubber because the bottom ones get burnt a little bit because the exhaust is so close. So I put this heat shield stuff there. This has got the original slip joint exhaust connections. I had made heat baffles up here that they've been on there for years now, just to keep some of the heat away from the bottom of the carb. I don't want to experience any vapor lock. I never have, but you never really know. You know, they worked out good. Just, you know, stovepipe tin and a couple of hose clamps. I put these big, what they call Cobra intakes on, because this thing has the carb heat box, which not a lot of them do. They all have K&N filters back here. This has the original K&N filter that came with the kit on the carb heat box, which is a Canadian specification for registration. And this is not registered as an ultralight. It's registered as an amateur built. And then I found on the intakepipes.com, I think it was, where I got the Cobra intakes, because you want a bigger elbow going into the carburetor because of the velocity and the tight corner and whatnot. I put carbon fiber elbows. I made each of these. There used to be this stuff, scat tube, going from there to each carburetor, and I just never did like how flimsy it was. Flimsy and cracking all over the place. Put these guys on and made them both exactly the same insofar as the length and the corners and the angles. So, you know, just to get the same amount of velocity through each one. I just balanced the carb. I put a cable lock here and another one under there, just in case. They were just a peace of mind thing. I did not drill out the manifolds to the bigger size. I did make a pipe that was larger. I know that there's a restriction here on each side, but it does help. I put the balance ring on. It's got an in-flight adjustable Ivo prop. And you know, it's been a great engine. I swear to God, I got it at just under 300 hours, and it's got almost 900 on it now, like right on 900, and been terrific. You know, it's got the heater core with an electronic fan, and I had the unfortunate experience once of leaving my master on, and the battery went dead, and you know, I ended up charging the battery backwards, believe it or not. You know, the only time I've ever done that. And as soon as I turned the key on, or the master, it fried the voltage regulator. So when that happened, this is an expensive little deal here. I had another little electric fan like this. I thought, you know, this thing here really needs cooling. That's what all these fins are for. So I put a little fan on there, and as soon as I turn the master on, the fan starts going, and it keeps a nice airflow. It's flowing down. It keeps a nice little airflow over the thing. And I'm so happy about that, because I don't want to buy another one of those for whatever reason. I got to do the